Yeah, it's me again.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Fox Chamber. Before we get started, I want to do a little bit of experiment. In my last video, I had somebody in it that I know y'all like. If you would, in the comments down below, let me know who it was that was in the last video that I kind of snuck him in there. I don't know if you saw it or not, because I know I ain't crazy enough to think that everybody watches every single minute of every single video. I know everybody fast forwarded through the parts they don't want to see. It's all good. But still, I stuck somebody in the last video. Y'all let me know down in the comments who it is. In this video, we're going to deal with a little bit more of, I guess, cosmetic stuff. You know, when I got this Cobra, it was not perfect. Y'all seen from the video when I initially got it, there was a couple of things that was going on with it. And the bumper, you can see it's a bunch of little rock chips all in there. And another thing with the front bumper is that right here, look, it was bumped into somehow, and the front bumper is kind of cracked. And there's a couple of clips missing or broken on this corner over here, which I'll have to tear it up here. Oh, there we go. But there's a couple of clips broken over here, so the front bumper is going to get replaced. And now, as you can see in the last video, we took care of the hood. Got that puppy all wrapped up, still looking nice, still looking neat, and I'm definitely digging that. Forged carbon fiber, if I never mentioned what it was. But yeah, forged carbon fiber. I kind of like that. I don't know if y'all do or not, but I am definitely digging that. Seriously, I like that. Looks good to me. But in this one, this bad boy is getting a straight up facelift. And what I mean by facelift is we're going to tackle the other issue that we had with this thing. Is that front bumper. Remember? See how bad that bad boy looks? That's what we're going to deal with today. It's not really going to be a tutorial on how to do this because I've never done it before. So I'm pretty much just going to show you what I got going on when I take everything off, and we'll just go from there. Yeah, but I am going to, you know, show me taking it off basically and what I'm doing or whatever. Like I'm saying, it's not necessarily going to be a tutorial, but you're going to see what I'm doing actually. So I guess let's get started. I know the next thing that's gonna probably be on the list is getting those doggone those struts for the hood. This right here, that's aggravating since I have the Fox hooked up with the hood struts. And this one's gonna get them bad boys too. But for now, we're gonna take all this stuff apart. Yeah, look, I'm having trouble getting this this push pin out, so I guess I'm gonna have to take the headlight out so I can get behind there. Maybe I can kind of work it out of there. The good thing about these headlights, crazy easy to take out. All I gotta do is just pull out these two right here and pop it loose on the side, and it's out. Just that quick. Headlights out. There. Yeah, pop these bad boys right here out, I guess. So I can get to the back of this one, so I can push it where maybe I can be able to unscrew it. There we go. Yeah, just had to push it from the bottom. That thing did not want to come out. It might be stripped. Something's messed up in it. But either way, got both of these out. And one thing that y'all will probably notice about this one, other than the Fox body, you don't have that very convenient Fox body tool tray, as of course that's your radiator to put your tools and stuff in. This one ain't equipped like that one. But anyhow, I guess we're gonna have to go around to the fenders and take those off. Well, I guess I could turn the tire a little bit. Take this screw out. Of course, same with the other side. All right, pop this one out. There. Got those two out. I got two different size screws. You know they're not the right ones. Next, you got to take out those two nuts right there. I'm gonna barely get the camera up in here to see them, but you can see them. Those two right there on either side are gonna have to pop out. As I said, I took those two nuts on either side out. They're 11 millimeter, by the way, if you were thinking about what they were. And there's a little plate on the bottom of this thing that the guy I bought this car from, he told me about, and I decided I had to take it off anyway to get these bolts and stuff like that. I'll take the bumper off. Let me show you what's going on. It's this kind of plate right here. This is the plate as it's mounted. And I went ahead and took it off. Yeah, that's the plate right there. As I took it off. And I guess out of the bolt hole that I pulled those bolts out of, whatever it was inside, it had a bunch of water or rainwater or whatever it is inside of it. It came pouring out. Scared me to death. Because it was black like that. Scared me to death. I didn't know what the crap that was, but evidently it's just dirty water or whatever. And it was inside that bolt hole right there. Yeah, and all that came out of it. The nasty water or whatever. Well, because first I thought that was doggone oil for somewhere. Scared me to death. But yeah, that hole right there, it evidently had dirty water in it. It poured out. But anybody ever seen a plate like that bolted to the bottom? It was almost like it was a skid plate, kind of. It was just covering up just this little section right here. I guess to keep anything from flying up into the radiator and the cooler and all this other good thing. But it's off. I don't know if I'm gonna put it back on or not. Because, I mean, the stuff is pretty solid up under here. It don't look all jacked up or anything. It just had a skid plate right there on it. So, anyway, I pulled that off. Now you see the bumper. It's a little bit more loose to come off. I gotta get up here and see exactly what else I gotta take loose. Because I think it's about ready to come off. That doggone stuff was nasty, boy, I'm gonna tell you. I thought it was straight up oil, as dirty as that stuff was coming out of there. The bumper, I believe, is about all the way off. Well, let me put you down for a minute. I gotta see what else I gotta take loose on this thing. But yeah, it's coming off. It's coming off. I went ahead and took the other headlight out. So both headlights are out just so they'd be out of the way. Get back with you in a second. Yeah, after looking up under the bottom, I think the only thing I have to do now is just disconnect the fog lights from either side and slide the whole thing off. And the bumper will be off. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about this front bumper, and actually right there by the tag in the rear end, is this right here. When I bought this, the guy said they had a radar jammer on there, right here and right here. I don't know if it works or not. I've had it on the car. I went by some, I guess some speed traps or whatever, and it didn't really do anything different. So I guess they either don't work or it's for something different. But either way, they're on there, and I might take them off. I don't know, because somebody's supposed to be getting this bumper. I don't know if it's going to be a secret or not. He might be trying to do a little special project. But bumper's off. You know who you are. You're getting the bumper. But I'll let you tell everybody who you are that's getting it. And everybody should know who this individual is. Good friend of mine. But anyhow, I got to take these out. Those two right there are out. And this bumper is completely out. And put those two, I guess the bezels or whatever. God dog, those things look nasty in there. Might have to change those things out or see if we can clean them. Yeah, that one looks a little rusty on the inside. But anyhow, it's still kind of bright. Either way. But yeah, I got to take those two fog light bezels out and put them on the new one. And of course the little lip on the bottom. which is all scarred up. And this thing, y'all, is freaking expensive. This little piece of plastic right here going across there, I know it's over 200 bucks for just that little piece right there. And if you, especially if you want to get the actual Terminator Cobra one, the round one that kind of contours with the rest of the bumper. But there's another one that kind of comes out with a little lip on it. Yeah, I'm not real crazy about it, but I've seen some cars with it and they look kind of nice, but I want to kind of keep this one right here on there for right now, because it seems like it just goes with it a little bit better. But yeah, it's got to come off too. I can't believe how expensive this thing is. This is the actual piece right here that I was telling you is broke. It's supposed to be mounted right up here, right up in here somewhere like that. Those two bolts that I was telling you about, the little 11mm bolts, those right there, or 11mm nuts, I should say. This thing's supposed to be mounted like right there, like that, but it's broke. And that right there is one of the reasons I'm getting this thing, because you can see it's been you know, prepared before, but evidently it did not work, because you can see it's still broken. And as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and snatch these right here out, snatch those out, and it's gonna be no biggie. I think it's just these two bolts right here, those two and those two, about 6 of them, and I think the thing just pops right out. Well, got everything taken out of the other one. This is the new one, looking just as shiny as it want to be. Get ready to put the fog light bezels and fog lights and all that good stuff in, and that lower chin spoiler and all that good stuff. And when I get that stuff put back in, I get back with you.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up, I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go.
All right, I got all of the bumper cover, all of the attachments are in, and the only thing we have to do now is actually stick the bumper back on the car. See, you saw, I went ahead and I got all the fog lights in. It's in, good to go. All they do is just get it mounted, pop the lights in, both sides. Got the lip, or the lower lip, or whatever, got it mounted, chin spoiler, whatever you want to call it, got it in. So it's basically ready to go on. So let's get that right there going and see how this thing looks after we get it mounted. And as you can see, I freshened this right here up a little bit. Yeah, got it looking nice and black. It was kind of like a real faded gray, but I got it looking nice again. And of course, I got the little foam up under there. I got it taped back on, so it'll mount without any problem. And that little spot that I was talking about, that the water came out of, was this little pipe right here. Yeah, came out of that right there. On the bottom, that screw hole is, or where that nut goes. It bolts right into the bottom of that. That was holding on that little skid plate looking thing. I'm trying to decide if I want to mount that thing back up there or not, because like I don't really need it, but I don't know, it might be serving some type of purpose. But anyhow, let's go ahead and put this bumper back on so I can go ahead and go to bed and get me some sleep. Alright, I'm going to give y'all a quick update on what I had to do. Had to make a little bit of a change to something, well, maybe kind of like customize it a little bit, because something didn't fit, and I'll show you. You can see right here, this little tube or whatever, it's supposed to fit right, it's
It's supposed to fit right here, but the way this thing was fitting, I don't know if this tube is bent or not where it's exactly supposed to be, but I had to cut a little bit of the bumper cover to get it to slide in a little bit. So it's in there, it's fitting, and now I just gotta continue on cinching it up, buttoning everything up, and I'll get back with you in a little bit when it's all said and done, because I'm right there at the end of it.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, a disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak.
This looks even better out in the sunlight. And the paint look like it matches 100%. Yeah, I mean it goes right along with it. The little bit of cleaning that I've done with it, you can't even tell. It matches. But that's it, all installed. You'll probably be able to tell a paint difference maybe in brighter sun, but that's the difference in the two, if you can tell, if any. Yeah. No more little freckles on the front. No more little cracked up corner. All of that's gone. Yeah, I'm pretty much satisfied with this bumper. There's a shot of the whole thing, if anybody cares. Hood wrapped up, front bumper taken care of. Probably the next thing on the agenda is probably going to be that seat right there, getting this squared away. Yep, that's it. So yeah, I'm definitely satisfied with this bumper, and I got it off of carparts.com. If you were wondering, it was on carparts.com, and it was for I think it was like $230, $240, something like that. I can't remember the exact price, but yeah, came out good. I mean, it fit good on there. Other than that little piece that you saw I had to cut out, other than that, it fit excellent. Everything went together, all the holes lined up, everything. So yeah, I think it's coming together nicely. So let me go ahead and close this thing on out. If you like that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications bell so you can get that fresh stuff when it comes out, and we'll see you later.